All right, there we're going to be talking about Law Enforcement Officer and Firefighters Death Benefits Trust Fund. 4521. 1. Whenever using this section, the term A, covered individual means a law enforcement officer or firefighter, including volunteer firefighters. As defined in this section, when employed by an employer, as defined in this section, it does not include employees of independent contractors. B, employer means a state, board, commission, department, division, bureau, or agency, or county, municipality, or other political subdivision by the state which employs, appoints, or otherwise engages the services of covered individuals. C, firefighter means an individual who is trained for the prevention and control of loss of life, property from fire or other emergencies, who is assigned to firefighting activity and is required to respond to alarms and perform emergency actions at the location of a fire, hazardous materials, or other emergency incident. D, law enforcement officers means any lawfully sworn officer or employee of the state or any political subdivision of the state whose duties require the officer or employee to investigate, pursue, apprehend, arrest, transport, or maintain custody of a person who are charged with, suspected of committing, or convicted of a crime, whether the officer is on regular duty, on full-time status, an auxiliary or reserve officer, or is serving on a temporary or part-time status. E, cause of death means any cause of death that would be covered under the Public Safety Officers Benefit Act of 1976 or the Hometown Heroes Survivor Benefits Act of 2003, generally coded as 42 U.S.C.S. Chapter 46. 2A. The Department of Public Safety shall make a payment as provided in this section in the amount of $100,000 when a covered individual, while engaged in the performance of the person's official duties, dies or receives accidental or internal bodily injury that results in the loss of the covered individual's life, and such death is the result of a covered cause of death, provided that the death is not result of suicide and that the bodily injury is not intentional or self-inflicted. 2B. The payment provider for this subsection shall be made the beneficiary who is designated in writing by the covered individual, signed by the covered individual, and delivered to the employer during the covered individual's lifetime. If no such designation is made, the payment shall be made to the surviving child or children and spouse in equal portion. And if there is no surviving child or spouse, then the parent or parent. If a beneficiary is not designated and there is no surviving child, spouse, or parent, then the payment shall be made to the covered individual's estate. C. The payment made in this subsection is in addition to any workers' compensation or pension benefits and is exempt from the claims and demands of creditors of the covered individual. 3A. There is established in the state treasury a special fund to be known as the Law Enforcement Officers and Firefighters Death Benefit Trust Fund. The trust fund shall be funded by an initial appropriation of $200,000 and shall be comprised of an additional funds made available by the legislature and or by donations, contribution, gift, or any other sort. The state treasurer shall invest the monies of the trust fund and any other of the investments authorized for the funds of the Public Employees Retirement System under Section 2511-121. And those investments shall be subject to the limitations and prescribed in Sections 2511-121. 3C. Unexpended amounts remaining in the trust fund at the end of the state fiscal year shall not lapse into the state general fund, and any income earned on amounts in the trust fund shall be deposited to the credit of the trust fund. 4. The Department of Public Safety shall be responsible for the management of the trust fund and the disbursements of death benefits. Authorized under this section, the Department of Public Safety shall adopt and regulate necessary or implement and standardize the payment of death benefits under this section to administrators of the trust fund created by the section and to carry out the purpose of this section. Hit the like button, doesn't cost you anything, helps the channel greatly. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment, share, let's keep the channel going. Have a great day.